Happy Tuesday, it's writing, yay! Okay, guys, so writing workshop time. How are we coming on those rough drafts? Good. Okay, so punctuation marks. Some of us have had issues with that. Remember your end marks. But we also have other types of punctuation too. We're going to learn some of those. We're going to do this page together. It's the same as the book. Then we're going to do two activities together. And then I have a task for you. Okay? Yay! Okay. So, edit for punctuation marks. Combine short sentences when the ideas go together. This creates a compound sentence. To write a compound sentence, use a comma and a conjunction, such as and, so, or but. So, those are three conjunctions. Remember, our other one is or. Okay? Now, let's look at sentence 1. I sat at the table, comma, so we have a comma and conjunction. Notice the order. I sat at the table, comma, but I wanted to get up right away. So remember, the comma comes before the but, okay? You scared the cat, comma, and now it will hide all afternoon. How dare you? How dare you scare my cat? One of them was sleeping behind me. Now she's mysteriously disappeared. She's probably knocking something off. That would be sassy. Okay. So we also have apostrophes, right? What are apostrophes? They are the comma-looking thing that you put in words such as won't, don't, shouldn't. So sometimes those are used for contractions to combine two words, right? So today we are using them to show possessive forms. What does that mean? So the possessive form is you use apostrophes to create the possessive forms of nouns. For example, the possessive of horse is horses. So plural of horse is horses, but there's no apostrophe, right? It's just HORSES. However, if you're talking about a specific horse, so the horse's saddle, you would use an apostrophe, okay? Because that is possessive. It is owned by the horse, right? So, and the possessive of Juan is Juan's. So, you ate Juan's candy. How dare you, you mean person. Okay, so Juan had candy. It was his. And you ate it. How do you feel about yourself now? Most of you are probably like, I feel pretty good. I have candy. Okay, so that is how we can turn a word possessive. So if you're talking about something in your personal narrative and it belongs to you or it belongs to someone else, fingers, yay, you can use an apostrophe S to show a possessiveness that you or they own it. It'll just make your writing look better. And it'll show specifically that you're talking about something they own, right? Okay. Next, you can use quotation marks to correctly punctuate dialogue in a personal narrative. For example, correctly punctuated dialogue might look like this. Jessica turned to her friend and asked, "Do you want to play a game?" Okay. So notice the quotation marks there. Quotation marks mean there is dialogue. Dialogue means a character is speaking. Speaking has to have quotation marks. If you do not put quotation marks in your dialogue, we won't know that you're actually talking, and I'll count off in your writing. Oh, snap. Okay, so anytime you say something like, and I told my dad blah, 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 there should be quotation marks around the blah, 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 because that is you actually talking. Don't put them around I said. That is you still telling me in your story. But when you start going, I said, da, 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 no. That is when you put those the quotation marks. Speaking, Mr. Herring, not good. Okay, so in the my turn, you have a short paragraph. You are going to add quotation marks as needed. So, do your best on this. Read it out loud. See if you can tell where the speaking parts are. See where you think we need a comma and conjunction. You won't add the conjunction. The conjunction should already be there. You're just adding the comma. There's apostrophes. And, yep, you're having to deal with apostrophes, a comma, and quotation marks. Plural. Good luck. And once we're done with everything, we'll talk about this for a minute. Okay, so your first activity is pretty simple. You are going to look at some possessive nouns. So, example, the penguin's home is in Antarctica. Okay, so luckily they were very nice and they already underlined all the nouns you'll be looking at. You just have to identify whether it's plural or whether it's possessive. Okay, so the book's pages are wrinkled. So, is that possessive? So, is it singular? Or is it plural? Is it many books or one book? You tell me. I am going to tell you that my educated opinion, it's singular. Here's why. That book's pages are wrinkled. That doesn't sound like we're talking about multiple books, right? It's sounding like that book's. So that book, its pages are wrinkled. But instead of saying that, they said that book's pages are wrinkled. Do you see how I said the sentence from how what I think it meant? And then see, it's singular. So, you have the other 10 to do. Let me see what you can do. This is good practice, okay? This is really good practice. Next. And, I mean, it goes back to, we're talking about possessive nouns. Apostrophes, man, they're awesome. And conjunctions and commas. So, there is a first name, last name, and teacher. Fill it in if you would like. So, you will combine each set of sentences with a coordinating conjunction and add a comma where it is needed. So, all the conjunctions you will be using are ones we have been using. And, so, but, or. Those are the 4 common conjunctions you will use. You will do 1 through 3, 5, 7, and 8. So you are rewriting these sentences. You're combining these short sentences with a comma conjunction. See, Anna woke up late, period. She was late to work. Well, that's kind of like, they're connected, right? The same idea. So what we can do is we can say Anna woke up late, comma, so she was late to work. I agree with that. Okay, guys, remember, and, so, but, or, and, so, but, or. Now's the time to write those down. Do it. Okay. After we're all done with this, I would take some time and go through your drafts. See if you need to add apostrophes. See if you need to add quotation marks. See if you need to add just common punctuation. You know who you are. And as always, have a wonderful day, guys. Love y'all. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Join me on the Zoom. I get lonely. And we can talk about this all day, okay? All right, high five.